Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to HubSpot, another episode of the week that was. I believe we've skipped last week. I believe I skipped last week. Lots going on last week. We skipped last week, but again, we're back and football is coming back. The EPL is coming back, and we have what they call the Community Shield, which Manchester United and Man City. I'm gonna probably, I believe that's the 10th of August, but big up everyone and welcome again to another episode of the week that was. Now, lots is actually happening at United. Lots of signing, lots of excitement going on. I'm happy though. Happy. Lots. I think lots of the fans can actually look forward to in terms of positivity. There's a lot they can actually look forward to in terms of promising prospecting from a signing perspective. We had our first win in basically the preseason. We had our first win against Rangers, which was good. I watched the whole game. Good performance from what they called from United. Again, we've had new signings. We've had Joshua Xerxes. We've had what they called Euro, and also but today though I'll probably cover. It's a lot that happened last week. I'll focus on the main highlight of what happened last week. Also, if you watch the game, you also see a fantastic performance from Ahmad, even to the point. Honestly, I think he should have had a goal. He had a goal. I think he should have had at least 2 assists as well. So Hamad basically was good in that game, but I'll cover everything on today's episode of, again, the week that was, episode 12. Okay, let's go. What has happened? I think the biggest thing is what I call is the signing of Euro. United have what I call sign Euro. Now, I'm still not clear about the price, right? Honestly, it's not in my I shouldn't be going to look out there for what I call for what price we paid, but at least a fair price, a fair market value signifies the strength of the negotiating team. Also signifies what they call the United getting back what the credibility from what they call a transfer perspective. Couple of values flying out there. I think there's what one call is it a 42 million pounds plus I think 8 million pounds in add-ons. I prefer to use pounds than euros. I think everyone now, even the media, once it's United, they go to euros because then the amount looks higher. So from what's actual price maybe it's running to about 50 something million pounds, with probably an extra 8 million pounds in add-ons. Now, honestly, I watched the game. Euro, a fantastic what they call it. It looks good. It looks good. Let me not jump. It looks good. It looks very good. It looks strong. He's 18, and what they call it, and I think over time he will develop. So with the price though, where with the price for what they called Euro, everyone talking about the price. I can care less. But I think it's a fair value. It's not. I think it's almost a fair value, right? Based on how the Euro is being rated. Some people call him the Mbappe of defenders. So I think it's a fair value if he amounts to the hype. If it amounts to the hype, then what I call it, I would say it becomes a steal. Because imagine he's 18 years old, he's very good. He plays for another 10 years, he's 28. Still, what they call just hitting is what they call his peak. Because I believe the defenders peak from what they call 27, 28. Some part of the peak can be for then, right? But then he's hitting what they call his peak at 28, which to me, right, for a 50 something million pound player, and if what they call big up mental ball game for a 50 something million pound player, I think it's actually fair value. It's so funny when we see the media and even the fans of Everton trying to compare him with Brantwaite. And it's funny, why would you care? For example, the Everton fans, why would you care if buying Euro prevents us from actually buying your player? But it seems like it's a bit of what they call a sour taste in their mouth. They wanted 80 million for a Brantwaite. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm skeptical of what they call some of these players and how they are hyped mainly within the Premier League. Mostly if they are they are British. Not that British players are good though. But I think sometimes the money you call, for example, look at Jack and Grealish is actually struggling. Mason Mount hasn't had what they called Mason Mount. Become mental, yeah. I think I was here and just Sundays ago. But we're coming back to the Premier League. I've been working on several things on the background, on what probably several shows and ideas to have towards what they call Drex and I have been working on towards that heavily on what ideas do you want to put forward in the coming season. So lots coming from us though. I'm actually based in Canada. I'm actually based in Canada. So it's currently 7:07 p.m. and I'm on the Eastern time zone. And I'm an hour from Toronto. 1 hour from Toronto. So going back what they call to Euro, I think it's actually a good signing. I watched the game, played confident, and hopefully it can be of great value to us long term. Hope I believe the team. I think United, right? One of the things they put forward to Euro, I think, is the ability to help him develop to the player he wants to be, and hopefully we can actually do that as a club and get the best value from the player Euro. Now Euro is a red. Next, I'll probably talk about what they call the game. Talk about what they call the game between United and the Rangers. And note, we lost the game before. I've forgotten what's their name. We lost 1-0 to a team from Norway. But against Rangers, we played very well. And notably, two players are probably picked from there. Big up, man. And I think mental. I believe you're in India, correct me, or you're in UK. One of those. So two things though. Two things I actually picked up from what they call from the game. There is Ahmad. Is Ahmad is he has the energy, he has the desire. He wants to make this season a season where probably he wants to stamp his feet and stake a place in the first team. And Ahmad played extremely well. Like as in, Ahmad played extremely well. I know it's only preseason, but you could see right there's been what they called a footprint, a trace right coming from big up, yeah, UK. There's been a trace coming from what they call coming from last season. He coming in, introducing himself, playing well, and this game basically tells you because I had this feeling Ahmad was light. Well, it's not. It's actually strong. It's actually what they call a bit physical, but he might have to bulk up a bit. But it was fantastic. It was fantastic. He actually is like there's no fear in how he takes the ball. The confidence is high. And the thing I see about Amado is more so is how he can pass and he has the what they call the ball knowledge to know when to pass and when to shoot. Which to me, yes, I agree. Mentally saying this has to be Ahmad's season because it was good to see I can give him. Yes, exactly. Eric Tanak said actually right. This has to be what they call Ahmad's season, right? It's no longer. I think it's no longer what they call it. It's a word that Tanak used, right? Like he's ready. It's ready. It's no longer inexperienced. It's ready, right? So this has to be Ahmad's season. And it's so funny. We have lots and lots of what they call wingers. Even we actually went to buy more. And well, listen. But I'm not sure how we're going to manage this. We have Rashford, we have Ahmad, we have Anthony, we have what they called, we have Sancho, we have Sancho. We still have Pelestri, who I think they will sell. I believe we have Ganacho. So we have a couple of wingers, and I think for me, the Ahmad should be one that actually is given what they call a chance this year to actually what they call to play for the first 11. So Ahmad was fantastic. Euro also was fantastic. It's big. It's tall. It's tall and it's physical. For 18, right? For 18, the presence, he has a presence to him, right? And it's only 18 years old. He has a presence to him, which to me is like, it's fast for an 18-year-old to have that kind of presence, right? It doesn't seem phased. Now, this is just what they call a preseason, though. What happens, I'm not sure how it will react when it comes to what they call when the league starts. But I was impressed on how Euro actually carried himself, right, in that game. Everyone else, I think, from the everyone else, I think was an okay performance. Sancho still looks like it's off the pace, and it's good again. It's good. I'll move from Euro now. Go to Sancho now. It's good. Sancho and Ten Hag basically as resolved their conflict per se. Most people are not happy. Some people are not happy. Some people actually say Sancho shouldn't play for the club again. I've seen this thing over time now again. It's just my opinion. Please use my opinion. Is that how we want certain decisions, like with as in, for example, Sancho shouldn't play for us again. Big up Drex. Sancho shouldn't play for us again. And Greenwood shouldn't play for us again. We're making these decisions, right? And it's like, well, we have leaders to actually make these decisions, make the footballing decisions. We shouldn't be prying into it, right? The reason why you have competent people in power, example, and quote unquote, where with Ineos bringing his team in, is that we expect them to make the sound decisions. Fans seem to want to be able to, I need my input to be in that club by all means. I think it's detrimental. You can have fans making decisions. If you leave fans to actually run the club, I bet you United will probably go to relegation in probably three seasons. So again, Sancho is back. Exactly, like you're saying, fans pick and choose. It's like, I like this player, I don't like this player. I think the idea should be Manchester United. And if big up Stephanie, if a player performs, the player has an issue with the club, right? And then they find a way to resolve that issue, right? And get 6 likes already. Yeah. Big up, Stephanie. Thank you. And they have a way of getting that player back in the team to actually perform. Now, Sancho is back in the team. Now, it's not up to him to perform. So to me, I see it as a positive. It's good conflict resolution within the leadership of that team. So the ability for them to actually show up with all the issue, with all the noise, with all the shenanigans from within Dortmund, and having Sancho back in the team, right, with little or no press, no issues from the press, I think it's actually a positive though. It's like almost like they manage the situation well, that everyone, you hear noise here and there, but it's like it's a seamless entry back and everyone is just calm. And so I think it's good leadership. To me, I see it as a positive, whereby we can have coach, management, directors of football, and everyone come together and resolve an issue, right? I think there'll also be actions, right, in terms of disciplinary actions. If a player doesn't align with the rules of the club, the pressure more currently is on Sancho, I believe, as opposed to the club, right? So I think the pressure is on Sancho as opposed to the club, because he then has to perform. He then cannot throw like angry face if he's sitting on the bench. He needs to perform, right? So again, introducing Sancho back in the team, to me, I think it's a positive too. It's a huge positive from what they call management of the squad and the players. And note, it might also be a ploy to sell him as well, so we don't decrease his value, right? So it might also be a plot to sell Sancho, but I think it's a what they call masterclass from what they call the team be able to resolve that with little or no press noise, little or no concerns, and have Sancho introduced back in the team. I think again in that game it seemed a bit way off, but one thing I like him, I like Sancho, but for me, if you mess up, I move my face away. I'm a United fan first before I play. I naturally like Sancho. He hasn't really done much for United, but I just like him as a player, and hopefully he can take this second chance and produce a result for us this season. Now, Whilst else in the game, Onana did fairly well. Again, I was a bit, there was a cross Onana came out for, and I was a bit, it was a bit of a mess. But I think Onana would have called. I hope this season can be his season. He would, hopefully, he has leisure for the full season. He will have a Euro. Now, left back, I'm not sure what we're doing for left back, but I think we'll talk about that towards the end of the show. Who we still need to get in. Casemiro probably still needs to get up to scratch. But I believe Casemiro can still perform. I know there are several what they call noise out there in terms of his performance. It should be sold. I'm not sure if we'll sell him, but I think even if we don't sell him, Casemiro probably can, because he holds some size for himself. He's actually, I think he released a what they called a comment, or probably an interview where he mentioned that the last season was not his best. So again, he has had one good season, he has had one bad season, and let's even the third one to see how what they call it performs. Now, if you sell him, it's fine. It's fine. He gets what they call it. He gets the dollar value of the book. It's a salary, but I'm not concerned about salary. United and the youngsters, they actually performed well as well. Good, yeah. Some of the youngsters actually performed well. I don't know all their name. I don't profess to be an expert in all their name. I actually watch them day to day, but I think they actually performed well. Even the goal by goal is it goal? I've forgotten his name. The striker, but that was what they call. That was a beautiful goal. Let me see. It was his name. Yeah, so couple of good. We have Ahmad Yoro Oyedele. Yeah, what they call good play though. And Mount also did pretty well. So again, I think it was an overall what they call good game. Now let's move to what's happening next. What happened next at United? So a couple of things still to go for United. One thing I noticed that we've not really. I know we've had some players moved out, like we've had Varane, and again, guys, confirmed. I think today by Fabrizio Romano, Varane is basically has moved to what called Como. Is that the place called Como? Let me get the name here. 1 second. Varane has moved to what called Como. I think the coach is says Fabregas. So Varane, I think Varane always wanted to stay. Hence, you didn't see Varane going to what they call the Saudi Arabia. I think he still wants to play some I think competitive football before he moves to Saudi. So Varane has moved to Como. Marshall is gone. Donny van der Beek is gone. Mason Greenwood. Now, Mason Greenwood, this one was what they call it was a thanks Jackson Como. Mason Greenwood was a hot topic, but no one knew where. If you stay, if you go, if you stay, if you go. And again, it's a bit of a tough, a difficult discussion for some people. Myself, I'm open to actually talking about it. If to me, there's people say they can look past the tapes, they can look past the hearing of the tapes, right? But there's one thing, right? We have to look at where we are all humans, and basically we make mistakes. Some mistakes are actually tougher, whereby you bear the consequences. But Greenwood was I think was a bit was lucky to probably, based on no one knows what happened, right? But it's never went as far as it did, right? But then again, my joy for Greenwood, right, is that he's basically back in a recovery mode with his family. And you know, some people basically, I don't know how they don't want him playing football again. I'm not sure the level of hatred though. But I was hoping that he comes to United. He actually plays for United again, probably because every man deserves a second chance. But again, seeing is gone to Marseille. I think it's also what they call a positive. Marseille has what they call a club that has history, a club that basically it has history, right? So I see it also, I think he can actually do well there, owing to the fact that he will be their striker. I think they let Aubameyang go, and they're bringing Mason Greenwood. It's a fantastic player. Like Drake is saying, I believe it's good for, yes, it's good for all parties, right? And also looking at the what they call the structure of that contract. If Marcel sells Greenwood in the future, we still get 50% of that sale, and we sold it for about 20 something, 24, 26 million and pounds. Now, because of what they call everything, Greenwood easily, softest minimum 100 million based on how he plays. But again, right, you could see the bit of the baggage from everything that happened where we sold for 24. Also get a what they call a 50% sell-on clause. So basically, if Greenwood is sold for 60 million in the future, we get 30. We get 30 million. That's additional what they call so additional bar. So I think Greenwood will do very well. One thing I'll say for sure though. R10, big of R10, big of R10. Big of R10. So one thing I would say for sure though, right? I'll be watching Marseille season. Because I think it's I have this what did it what happened, what transpired not the best. But at least in Romy link. So let me get Drex up here. 1 second. 1 second, Drex. Get my Discord. Hopefully I can get this. So fun. Okay. Drex, I think you can just go on Discord and I can bring you in, Drex. On Discord. Drex is here. Drex, are you on Discord? Drex, are you there? Let me know. Let me know you're here because I cannot hear you. I think you're there. Yeah. Can you speak? Let me hear you. Yeah, you're here. 1 second. Let me set 1 second. Let me get my audio here. Get you. I cannot hear you still. Let me. I'll get you transfer you. Let me see. Can you speak? No, I cannot hear you. 1 second, Drake. 1 second. Let me fix this here. Second, Drex. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to get Drex in. Get Drex in. I believe missing. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. Mason Greenwood needed this move. Hello, Drex. Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. I think that's a problem here. I like testing these things before I actually go live. So I get it here. User settings. Your volume here is fine. Yeah, I can see your volume is actually fine. I cannot hear you. Yeah, okay. Let me see what I'll go ahead. I'll try and figure this out as we go. So yeah, running back to what they called Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, what they called Mason Greenwood is fine. Moved to what they called moved to Marcel. Marcel. And hopefully, right? Hopefully Rex you gotta never I know, I agree. I'm trying to figure, I'm not sure why I can't get him here. It's weird though. It's weird, I'm sure why I cannot get him here. Yeah, Drex is always on point when it comes to audio. It's so fun. I cannot get him here. I don't know why. Don't know why. I to figure I'll have to figure this one out. Okay, so Mason Greenwood is moved to Marseille, like everyone said. Greenwood actually, I think it would do well. It would do well in Marseille. I actually thought Greenwood was actually going to stay in the French league, but again for some reason, he decided to move to what they call to Marseille, which I think a French league, which I think is easier, not an easier league, but I think it's a league where probably it will shine. Better. Okay, next. Now next on topic, Greenwood is gone. Couple of things to speak about. I heard. I'm not sure. I heard about what they called Amrabat. Amrabat basically, from what I understand, Amrabat United are not triggering is what they called is so it's like my MUFC have informed Fiorentina they will not trigger the 20 million buy clause in Sofia Amrabat's loans deal. The interest is still there, but they will discuss new terms. So again, they want new terms, right? So Sofia and Amrabat probably will need to. I think it's a tougher one. Amrabat has been, I believe, has been waiting for United. He has been waiting for United, but it's looking like they won't trigger the 20 million euros, what they call bad clause. Harrison says if only Rashi can join the goal as well. I believe Rashford will do well this season though. I believe Rashford will do well this season. But I don't think Rashford is going to. I think this season will determine if we'll sell or keep Rashford. I think Rashford is coming to a point whereby he has had too many peaks and troughs, and I think is it better for us to just part ways? I think Rashford will still be here this season. Well, you never know though. Someone might come forward called a huge fee, boom, and then what it called, and then it's you actually sell him. But I think Rashford will be here next season. But Amrabat is looking like we'll have to negotiate new term. Eric Ten Hag still wants him though, so Amrabat will have to negotiate new term. Now, am I keen? I'm not sure. Amrabat basically, he had an up and down season. He probably played well towards the end of last season. Now, is that enough to make a decision? But Eric Ten Hag still fancies him. If Eric Ten Hag wants him, then I think the team might see, okay, you know what, the 20 million probably is too much. How can we probably negotiate something down to actually get him in? Now, what do you call Ugarte from PSG. Now, Man United have arranged a good start of the summer, but things will go wrong. Yes, worst case scenario, blah blah blah. So what do you call? So United basically were looking to actually get Ugarte, but I think it's going to be a tough one though because PSG are trying to dragging their feet, and also when you look at what they call delete Bayern also dragging what they call their feet there. I think we need a midfielder. Honestly, I just think we need lots of players, but I think we need a midfielder. We've just bought two. Joshua, Xerxes, and what they called, and Euro. We see it in midfielder, left back, what they called, an extra, one more defender. And if Aaron Wan-Bissaka leaves, we need what they called a right back. So honestly, but for Ugarte, the deal might get done, but again, I'm never confident what they call with these I'm not confident still with United. Probably it's just what they call again, being failed over time, but I'm not confident. But again, something they are looking into. And in terms of what they call delete, I think is still on because we don't actually have defenders. I watched that game. Evans and Euro. I think who next is Maguire and Lindelof. Not that they are bad players though, but I think it's just more so it's time for them to go. As in, we've not progressed. Let's bring in people that we can actually progress with, right? So I think we don't have defenders, so we'll probably have to. Maguire will have to go if he wants to go. If we can find a buyer that will pay him the wages, and Lindelof too. I think Lindelof will knock on the door to actually leave as well. So I'm about then. We're looking what it called. We're looking at not retriggering his 20 million euro what it called bad clause. We're looking what it called. We're looking at negotiating terms. Now, Ayrton is sad how Malasia doesn't get a shot. But I don't know. I think Malasia, the reason why Malasia is almost like a forgotten person. And even if you didn't tell me now, apparently, but do we still have Malasia in our squad? Malasia is still there. But I think, from what I understand, he's back in training, but he's training by himself, right? He's training what they call it under supervision. And now we can't take the risk. Last year, I think Eric Ten Hag mentioned they basically had penciled Malasia and Luke Shaw to come back in January. Hence, we let this guy go, Regulion go, and we've not seen Malasia till now. He's still not even training. He's training under supervision. So I'm just a bit skeptical once it comes to Malasia. I think we need what they call another left back, and to also Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is also injury prone. He's injury prone, so it's like we need a left back we can actually count on. Right now, injuries happen. Probably need someone what they call gets a player injured. That's fine. But when there's already what they call a trace of injury, mostly a player coming back from surgery takes time for your body to actually balance out itself, right? So hopefully Malasia comes back to full fitness. I think I like a bit of his aggressiveness and how he plays. He can actually also support us throughout the season. But I think though we still need what we call a left back, regardless. Now Anthony, I think Anthony. There are a couple of exit rumors. Anthony will stay. Like I mentioned, Varane already went. Lenny Euro, Ugarte delete. Scott McTominay, I'm not sure. I heard over time. I heard there's what they called a contract for Scott McTominay. I'm not sure. But I think though, like, I don't know if it was in, and it's probably because I don't really fancy the player. So again, people in the comment section, please let me know if I'm being too harsh though. I just feel with Scott McTominay, I just don't see a player that takes us to the next level. I don't see it. Like, I don't see it at all. Like, I don't see I don't see any more improvement. Like, oh, Scott McTominay improved. I don't see it. McTominay he tries to get into what I call the headlines. Let me score some goals. That puts pressure on the coach to keep playing me. Plays on the media. Oh, if Scott McTominay is in, we might likely get a goal. I think in terms of building the style of play with McTominay, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it. Like, I don't know. Probably just me, right? I'm not the biggest fan of Scott McTominay. I try to be even in my discussions, when I speak about Scott McTominay. But yeah, it's honestly, I think we should probably I think sell him and get someone that can actually play how, because McTominay hides in game. I don't want a midfielder that wants to get the bit of what they call limelight because I scored a goal. That wants that plays and is part of the game. Right? I know you can't be calling McTominay in the bracket of what they call Iniesta and Xavi though. Those guys never scored lots of goals. But the way they play is like it's ridiculous. Right, so we need someone that can actually play in the midfield, right? We have Kobe, it's good. We need at least someone else. McTominay, Ugarte, I believe is more like a destroyer. I'm not a fool. I'm not really what they call enlightened on his whole play. Watching him a bit in what they call Copa America, it looked like more like an aggressive, a destroyer, kind of what they call a mid fielder. So, but we have Kobe, but I think we need someone else. And keeping Scott McTominay again, it might be what they call it might just be for the call for the squad. Ariton says, uh, Ariton says, I'd rather see Maguire leave. And honestly, yeah, as in everyone has their put and takes. Maguire and how he play doesn't suit at all. And how we want to play, right? It doesn't suit. But Maguire did well when approaching towards the end of last season. And if we can get 25 million for Maguire, I'll take it, right? So who do I want to go first or last? To me, they can both go at the same time. Honestly, they can both go at the same time. I don't really care. I just need us to have what they call that quality in the midfield, because that's where you see the excitement of football. Once that midfield is good, right? You see the excitement of the game, right? Coming oozing out the team. So I would want United to what they call to at least get someone in and let Maguire and McTominay go and probably get someone in there. I know we're looking at this boy from Portugal. Is it Mendes? No, not Mendes. No, wasn't his name. I can't forget his name. But well, yeah. Okay. So I just got what I call a message here. So Manchester United are preparing offer for around 17 million for Palmeiras midfielder Richard Rios. United have already made contact to signal they will make a bid. I think this is good, but I'm not sure how credible this is. It's from what I call via Valentin Furan at Goal BR in Goal Brazil. That means again, it's a central midfielder, a good one. As in, sorry, it would be what I call, it would be a good one if he's good, because I actually don't know him, so I wouldn't say he's a good one. But I think it's good though. United actually looking outside the box, right? In Brazil and different places for players. I will say one thing. When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took over 25%, I was more concerned that will this be what it called an England squad, right? But I think he has proven me wrong. I was very concerned it to be an England squad by basically buying mainly British players. One, they are expensive. Some of them are actually good, but some of them they are not, right? And I think you spend so much money and it's almost like a 50-50. It might work, it might not work. And if you look at the ones that have actually worked, right, in England, and not the ones you buy, and the ones that actually grow from your youth team and stay there, they don't go anywhere. So when they start moving, you start seeing what they call. I'm not sure if probably they don't adapt. Or probably if they move young, it's good. Rooney moved young, it was very good. You see Gerrard again from what they call Liverpool, Lampard as well, Beckham, Scholes. So, but in recent times, I've been skeptical of what they call British players. Not that they are not good; they are good, but it's the price to talent ratio. Price to talent, that's what actually gets me a bit worried when it comes to British what they call players. But it's good though. Sir Jim, what called, or the Dan Ashworth, who also I thought my focus small, what they call British talent, actually proving me otherwise. We're going outside the box to get players. And if we get this guy 17 million, 17 million, and he actually turns out to be good, it's good business. We're not spending the 70. I believe the highest we'll spend, we've already done it, and that's euro. And I heard this because what they call Omar wanted that deal done. I think that's the highest we'll spend. Euro, I think, is the highest we'll spend. We're not spending anything more than what they call 50 something million pounds this season, which to me is good. You have to go to get value, right? And now we are not a selling club though. But if they grow and they have ambitions to go somewhere else, by all means, you can at least still sell them for something and bring someone in. So The director saying Russ is 24, CM who can play DM as well. So I think I haven't seen him, and again I'm probably going to YouTube to see highlights to tell you for sure. Even when I play soccer, they can make highlights of me being that good. Man, what the Colombia squad? He was in the Colombia squad. Okay, I can't really recall. I watched the final. I can't really call. Okay, good. The Colombia pissed me off though. I wanted Colombia to win that game, but Argentina was always destined to win. What else again? So I think I've covered elite. We have tons of homegrown players, and that's true. We have tons of home, but we have a lot of homegrown players, and I'm not sure all their names. There's too many names. But I know there was one Eric Ten Hag was speaking to last year, at the end of the after the FA Cup. Not sure who that was, but Eric Ten Hag spoke to what they call Kobe Meno, similarly, like he did to that player. So again, lots of people coming through. There's a left back, the left back, I've forgotten his name. When we played against Rangers, it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. For anyone knows his name, you can just put the name on the comment section. It was pretty decent as well. The left back we played what they called that played for United, right, was pretty decent as well. Now we have tons of youth players. I think which is good though, because then right, once you get like three or two in, they come from what they call they come from a foundation whereby they know themselves. It's a bit of what they call the chemistry transition. It's almost seamless. You're not coming from a different league, but you have to settle. By the press, will have to press you in England first, press you because you play for United. They want to suffocate you first. I think it's good though coming from the youth, right? And again, over time, it can help us build back because we don't want to be spending the money we spend extremely. Like the only reason why I'm actually keen, I'm okay with not okay. I don't really care. It's not my oh yeah. It's not my what it calls. It's not my money. Only reason why I'm not really what it called, not really too concerned with the Euro because he's 18 years old. And again, played 60 games, what they call it, 60 or less than 60 games last year for Lille. And again, rated as one of the highest. So Drake sent me, oh yeah, Drake sent me, okay, I see. 1 second. Okay, so why not preparing an offer, what called for? Okay. Again, people saying it's really good. I wish I can show these clips. Well, after I've set it before my stream. Let me see. I should be able to do it. I'm not sure if it will play. If I can show this here. Guys, add here. Where did I click that from now? Just trying to get this. Yeah, I'm just trying to get something up here. To get this here. Second. Yeah. Browser. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. I can still do my magic. I never knew. Okay. I'll probably show it here on my screen. You see it shortly. Let me see. Transition. Can you see it? So I think this is the player Drex was mentioning here. I would honestly I watched the game between Argentina and what they call and team. I think I was just more so focused on Argentina losing, but seems decent. Drex, let me know if you can see it. Good. Seem to have pace. But again, you can make it's just a 30-second clip, right? Anyone can make this and actually look extremely good. So direct is saying we are actually preparing a bid for this for this player. And what it called yeah, I think we need to be looking, like I mentioned, we need to what it called start looking outside outside the box and trying to get players of good value, where you know, okay, they can only go up, right? For example, Xerxes can only go up. Xerxes, I think, was a fantastic deal. Now, I'm not sure about the technicality of how good he is. I've watched a couple of what they call games. I'm not one to actually move so fast and say, oh, he's good. I actually have to see you play for United first, and then make my judgment. I am off that and say, okay, you know what, this guy is good. This guy is good. But Drex is saying we're going for this player. I think is what they call it. It be wow. And one thing with Colombian players, right, mostly with the Copa America, my God, they are they have it's like it's no longer football. It's almost violent how they play. Okay, so I think moving on, I think we're already getting to what they call the 50. I was only going to spend only what they call 50 minutes here, but when you have conversations back and forth, time tend to what they called time tend to what they called pass by. So again, I think outside that, what else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have going on? I think we are good. Again, I think we all know Rude is back. Rude Van Nistelrooy. Now, I think Neves was the player I was talking about. Neves, right? But I think though, he might be going to what they call to PSG. PSG is trying to use the money we use for Gatti to go buy Neves. If I'm what they call if I'm I think Greg was telling me something like we should buy Ogati and buy Neves. But I don't think we have that money to spend on what they call both of them. Even I think you got it. They mentioned about is it 70 million euros? I think also I think what we're doing that. I think Pablo will push. I think we intend spending roughly around 40 just around what they call 40 or what they call for 44 Bugatti. Drex again has sent me something here. I wish we could have Drex on the show. My fault today. I didn't test what they call the audio on both sides before I started. I tested my audio, and I think it's my fault. Drex and couldn't come in today. So Drex added this year. Okay, so here, so again, Kevin De Bruyne. I'm seeing Kevin De Bruyne has a great personal terms with what called with Etihad. Man City willing to sell him. Wow. Selling De Bruyne is like, I don't know, man. And then I know Drex know I like De Bruyne. I like De Bruyne. Drex says it's palms balls. But I like De Bruyne. Selling De Bruyne is like we're losing a very one of the over the past 7 years. One of what they call the most consistent midfielders in the game. That'll probably be it will be a big loss for what they call for the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne is an intelligent player. It's also a thorough professional. It doesn't like it takes the game so serious. But if Kevin De Bruyne going to what they call it, I think it's good for us. I think that's where we need to get to. I bet you if it's United, right, able to sell Scott McTominay with a fear. We are scared to sell Scott McTominay. These guys will sell De Bruyne and they won't even blink an eye. They won't even blink. Like if tomorrow Alan do any Alan, they go. They won't blink. Yeah, so but what it called, but it's crazy though. It's crazy that what it called they can actually sell what it called the brand, but then sell the brand, but something that we can do. I think that's where we need to get to, right? Whereby we're no longer dependent. We depend on a system, right, that we've built over time, right? And what it called our strategy and ability to get what they call players that suit our play, and we can let players go. Okay, so finally, I think that's all and all I have today. Please let me know if I missed anything. Yeah, missed anything. Yeah. At what they call Eric Knack speaking positively of what they call Euro on his debut, speaking positively of Ahmad. Ahmad is actually is going to have a big season this year. Not sure. So there's what they call this. Xavi Simon is mentioned. I'm not sure. I think that guy is going to what they call the Bundesliga. So United still. Yeah, I already spoke about what they call Amrabat, right? I spoke about Amrabat. But it's more so we are not keen to actually pay the 20 million euros. Right? We're looking to what they call renegotiate, right? Okay, so yeah, if you can get Amrabat, I think Amrabat would be probably a good player for the squad. To be fair, a good player for the squad. I think everything is covered the week that was. Now, what's happening next week for United? And let me see here. Let's see what's happening next week for United. Second here. Couple, I believe, I'm not sure. I believe probably not. We might have a signing next year. I don't know, and I miss just hunt. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. It's just a hunch. We might what they call it. We might sign. Probably announce what they call announce a player and probably get a here we go or probably a potential more so closer here we go next week. That's if though, and I think it might be what they call Amrabat. Sorry, from Ugarte. I believe we're probably the elite might still be what they call a bit behind back because the money Bayern wants. So Drake is saying delete. I'm not sure. I think Bayern is requesting too much from what they call from also when it comes to delete. So I think Ugarte most likely would be opening up something here. So on July 27th, right, United, and that's what they call that's a Saturday, right? We play Arsenal. We play Arsenal on July 27th. Point is 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. what they call. So I might do a watch along. That's Saturday. I might do a watch along for that one. And on the 31st, so basically about 4 days later, we have a game with Real Betis, and I believe this will all be in the US. This will all be in the US. Then on August 3rd, we have United against what we call Liverpool, and August 10th, which is basically the first professional match, preseason professional match. Basically, it's a preseason. That's what they call it. It's also a professional game, right? And there's you can see there's also a trophy involved as well. United and Man City. Now, honestly, I don't know. It's going to be what they call. I think it's going to be a good game, though. I think that probably will show. It's good to start your mentality high, play Man City, have your mind cracked up at the highest. It's like preparing for what called going to an exam and say, I want to get an A, meaning that you're studying hard. Now once you probably pass that third exam, now then you go down and what it called and got and what it called and go down, probably you see easier exams, and then you pass it well. So I think Man City will probably be a good test, for us, right? I think after Man City, the season flow. Now, I mentioned before, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Lots coming up on United. Now, you've not seen Drex a lot on what it called through the transfer window. We have what it called Mark on his channel, Mark MUFC, going through transfers. So it goes through transfers. Mark is also very knowledgeable on what it called on youth players. So again, you can join Mark there. We have something different though. Drex and I planned, so we are cooking. We're still adding the ingredients. We're in it, right? So we're cooking, right? A lot of stuff that Drex and I are working on to actually and it's not just to create a video, it's also what it calls something intelligent, and that can actually drive conversations and pull what they call different ideas and actually have different thoughts, right, from different people. So we've been working on that. And don't forget, let me get Mark sent me this. Let me see if I can get it here. Fancy Premier League, yeah. So fantasy fantasy Premier League of, okay, I think I have it there. Let me copy the link here, and here I'll put the link here on what it called on there. So join league, the fantasy Premier League there. Please join. I think I always say I've never done this. I actually doing stuff, but this year though, with what we're doing, it ties into what they call the fantasy Premier League. I'll have to do it because then I probably, with my research and everything, I have knowledge to actually do it. Because the reason why I don't do it, because I don't put that effort there. But this season I will, so I'll be joining that as well. And I think that is also lots going on. Football is back. Football is back. Starting from what they called on Saturday, we're playing Arsenal. We'll play Real Betis. This will actually be good games. And then Liverpool, three good games. So very good games. Arsenal, Real Betis, Liverpool, and Man City. Imagine having this game back to back in the season. Swear you're like, man, it's quickie bomb time. So good games coming up. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I mentioned, you see a lot of me, a lot of Drex, right, on the channel. As we go, we have content we've already planned out. We're working on what I call different flow of that content in the background. And again, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Big up R10, big up Drex, big up definitely big up Mental Ball Game. And yeah, and I'll see everyone on the next one. Bye guys.